There's only been 4 periods in time where our media has changed enough for it to be called a revolution. If you think back, the printing press changed the way things were done, changed the way people communicated. Next there was the telegram, which obviously led to the telephone. And then came recorded media. And then television, where we learnt to transmit sound through airwaves. And in all these instances, each revolution led to better communication between people. Each revolution shrunk the world as we know it. And then came the internet. For the first time, communities could form and engage in conversation. With Web 1, it was very much a pull media. The internet was required us to put information in and pull solutions. Words being searched represent problems, pages being displayed represent solutions. And if we didn't put words in, we wouldn't know content existed. Google turned the hunted into the hunters, from direct marketers attacking thousands of prospects, gave us a tool that allowed us to put our problems in from the comfort of our own homes and have a list of merchants that we could choose from. So no longer were the merchants hunting the customers were hunting the merchants, and the merchants had to line up. And with that came the information age. There'll be more information published this year than in history. In about 2005, the rise of sites like Facebook and YouTube represented new and unimaginable possibilities. Social media wasn't just about information, it was about people collaborating, trading, communicating in ways they'd never done before. Our media had changed, we had changed. The fifth revolution has well and truly arrived. And with it, our mediascape has changed forever. The centre of this new social media is us. And when our media changes to this degree, people change, because relationships change. And when the dynamics of human relationships change, so too does human nature. We're currently living in a new age of participatory media, where any of us can publish content and have it distributed hand to hand by the masses. Now, in this new media, news and information is increasingly social. Innovation is happening everywhere. And as it does, it moves from one spot to the other. A perfect example of that is this video recording. Google alerted me that Clay Shirky was speaking at the TED conference last week. They discussed the earthquake in China, how the Chinese people were videoing, texting and uploading images of the earthquake as it was happening in real time. BBC got news of the earthquake through Twitter, minutes before the Geological Survey had put any information up on its site, which was the traditional source of the BBC's information on earthquakes. Because people in China, when the ground started shaking, were beaming videos and images and tweeting about it. So having watched Clay discuss this at TED and engage in a conversation about it, I formed my own opinions, and now here I am talking to you. Now you will be consuming this information at a time of your choosing, a place of your choosing, on a media of your choosing. This will go up as a video, it'll go on my blog, it'll go onto YouTube, my YouTube channel, it'll go up as a podcast, sound recording. So Clay's innovative thinking in New York 3 or 4 days ago has passed through a series of hands, and you may live on the other side of the world to me. I'm in Noosa, Australia, I'm actually fishing today, and my audience will see this video as it lands in YouTube, as it's syndicated out to Facebook, across to Twitter, where 28,000 people will see this message from me whilst I'm fishing. So the question is not why social media. Social media is the media we have. It's here, it's mainstay. The question is, how do you best utilise social media to get your message out? Consumers are now producers, producers are consumers. Gone are the days of professional journalists crafting professional messages for amateurs. In today's world, amateurs craft and produce information and news for amateurs, which can stand for a lot of noise, but it also stands for an open perspective. And if you don't know how to tame the internet, if you don't know how to channel all of this information into a linear feed that comes to you how you want it, the internet will consume your life and you'll go nowhere. You will achieve nothing. Every time you sit at your computer, you'll waste 4 hours, be sucked into a black hole. So you need to know how to tame the internet. You need to know how to manage it. You need to know how to manage all this information. So the media we have, it's global, it's participatory, it's social. No longer are people divided. No longer can media corporations and governments craft messages to manipulate, to influence. We all have a voice. Whether you're a consumer or a producer, a business person or a shopper, a buyer or a seller, a manufacturer or a distributor, you need to know how to get your message out. The internet has become much more than just a form of media. The internet's now the carrier, the transport system for all media. Video, podcasts, live TV, live radio, blogs, you name it. The internet distributes it. And because the internet is the carrier system for all media, I mean telephone, because of that, groups can now engage in social networks, in conversations around content. So the way to get your message out in this new mediascape is to produce good content that attracts groups of people who want to talk about it, giving groups something to talk about, and having those groups pass that information on, hand to hand, pulling more and more people into the conversation. In business marketing today, you need to be engaging your customers into a never-ending conversation, revolving around a series of events. Now, if you haven't planned to make social media a big part of your business over the next 5 years, you need to.